Breaking news in the Lindsay Clancy trial. The judge just sending the jury home until Monday morning when they will resume their deliberations. Today was the first full day of deliberations, and today the jury asked a question. Jonathan Hall with the latest from court there in Plymouth.
Yeah, Ryan, good afternoon. The jury actually did not ask a question per se, but they did request an exhibit. We'll hear about that in just a second. I was just up there in the courtroom on the third floor. Judge Sullivan deciding to send the jurors home for the weekend. Late afternoon on a Friday is always a dangerous time for a possible verdict. But in this case, it was not a verdict. It was just an invitation to go home and get some rest. We have 7 News legal analyst who says we could be in for a very long deliberation. Day 2 of jury deliberations in the Lindsay Clancy triple murder trial in Plymouth, and the panel is hard at work. They apparently took the defense up on an offer Kevin Reddington made in his closing argument Thursday.
They're all empty. You can see when they were prescribed. You can see what they are.
The judge held a brief sidebar when the jury made a request. Reddington later confirmed the jury wanted to see some evidence, including bags of pill bottles.
It's an exhibit that the jury wants to look at. Exhibits, yes.
Pill bottles, specifically?
They're in a bag. They're exhibits.
The lawyer said the jury also asked to see a knife. A blood-stained knife was recovered from a nightstand in Clancy's bedroom. She had cut her wrists and neck. Reddington would not speculate on why these items are important.
I have to respect the judge's position on this. I mean, I indicated what the jury wanted to look at, and that's it.
Our legal expert believes the jury is now looking for evidence of premeditation as it methodically makes its way through the initial stages of the trial. He says jurors may be looking for evidence she planned the crimes and did not have a psychotic break with reality.
That's probably good news for the prosecutors, just asking for that evidence, and I think, Ms. Clancy should be a little worried because of that.
Evan Gottlob, a trial attorney and former federal prosecutor, says he'd be pretty shocked if there's a quick verdict in the case. He would not be surprised if the jury comes back Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, given 5 weeks of testimony from more than 80 witnesses.
And there's just a lot going on here. I think they're going to have a lot of questions about the science, because the science is very hard to understand, and we're not even at that point yet. 9 women and 3 men are deliberating Clancy's fate. Issues include the horror over a mom killing her own 3 young kids, but also a woman struggling with her mental health 8 months after giving birth. Having more men may have been more beneficial than Ms. Clancy in this case, unless these women specifically unless they had children and went through a sort of postpartum type depression. I think that they probably would err on the side of, like, I can't believe you did that to your children.
In terms of the length of deliberation so far, it's always a bit of a moving target because you never really know if the jury is considering the case during their lunch hour, but if they are, it would be about 3.5 hours yesterday, about 6.5 hours today for a full day, so 10 hours of deliberations total if possible. We're live in Plymouth. I'm Jonathan Hall, 7 News.